Meliora. Who is Meliora here? I know who are you guys. Rainy Boy, are you the one who can?
Yep, I'll be presenting,
Super.
and
Then,
just give me a second to share the screen.
all right. So we start with Meliora, and you guys, Alpha, you prepare.
Right, can you see?
Sure, we can see that.
All right, so I'm going to just start by just start it, and it brings us to our homepage, which
Cool.
is at this point a prototype because we kind of merged it to the code like 40 minutes ago. So yeah, it has our name, our fancy logo made by Floppy, and in the future we'll have some nice background, maybe some links to our GitHubs and such, things like that. So yeah, we have our home button, which will, for example, lead back to the home page. Also, if you haven't noticed, when the project starts, we don't have the offset issue, which
Yeah.
was there when we were doing the Chromium browser DOS and such.
How did you solve that, by the way?
There's a small line of code that you had to add. I just have to this line of code. When you disable the GPU compositing,
Ooh.
yeah, I found it on the internet from people who also had the same problem. So yeah, uh, apparently the GPU compositing does the offset.
And now it
Uh,
works fine. It looks really very cool, very smooth.
yeah, it works fine. So we have the features like the add tab, remove tabs. Also, as you can see, it displays the name. For example, if we go into Datorium website, for example, it still does the sound. I don't know how to get rid of that, but yeah, it will automatically update. It will show that this is Datorium page, for example, and I can go to the home page.
Very
Uh,
cool.
we also have the history feature, which, as you can see, looks like this.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can, for example, go to the page you visited last. You can go also on private mode, for example, and I don't know, like search something, and it should not show up on the history. Yeah, there is a slight bug with history that it will show multiple times, but that's a work in progress. And yeah, then we can turn off private mode. And if you have something that you, for example, don't want others to see on your live screen share, then you can clear the pages, and it will delete. And also there's a button for that will clear history, but you have to reset to see. And yeah, I think we have all the core features like the forward and back buttons, which I can demonstrate. For example, yeah, also the address bar automatically updates.
Yeah, I see that. That's really
So
good.
yeah, the back button, the forward button, we have that stuff. And yeah, I think it's all the features we have right now. I can answer any questions if you have some.
Matt, the technician, has a question.
Yeah, go
Ask your
on.
question. Go on. You can turn on your microphone if you wish, no problem, or you can ask in chat. I think we could do a live event of your browser. They're so
We
interesting.
can. Well, basically, our story about the light and dark mode. So at the moment we can't. It's a work in progress. At first we wanted to make it in a way that it integrates an existing Chrome extension, but that was way too difficult. So we kind of postponed that in favor of other features like the homepage that we're looking at right now. But it will happen. Like we will also add that dark mode feature, for example, to this page, definitely to the history page, because it's a custom made page and we can add dark mode to that. And yeah, address bar will probably be also have the dark mode feature, but we don't really have have the option to, well, at least not yet. We don't have the option to actually add dark mode to existing websites. It's a mess with JavaScript and such things. How do you fix the tool strip button background image problem?
Yeah, by the way, Freezy had a question to me. Maybe you can help to understand this.
Freezy, can you elaborate on that? Wait, I don't think we had such issue. Like button background image, we just also I have to mention that I'm pretty sure Floppy added found and added these fancy buttons that you can see at the moment.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah, but I don't think we actually had an issue. And yeah, you can turn on your mic.
We had a problem where if you hover over the toolstrip buttons, it like you when it like overlays you the blue thingy when you hover over it. It just hides the background image, and I like that when you hover, it shows the blue background. But when we have it, it just overlays the background image, and I didn't know how to fix it, and I don't think we didn't know how to fix it.
I actually don't have a good answer for that. I'm pretty sure we did. We have the display style to image and text. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe.
So yeah, try with that. And yeah, any other comments, questions?
From me now.
Well, yeah, from everyone. Elchin, any comments?
Yeah, I'll ask my questions also. But here I see some question about the language. Can you change the language? Is it possible to make it multilingual?
Ooh, we actually haven't. Well, that's a nice idea. For now, no, we don't have the option to change the language.
So
But that could be added. If you mean for the browser. If you want for the presentation, I can also do that to Latvian.
how would you solve that issue? For example, what do you think? How would you solve that issue? Let's say you have languages for the interface. How would you solve that?
For the interface, well, I'd guess I'd add a button for it in the toolbar, maybe. And like when you press the button, I don't know how big of a change those would be, because what would change the text, like for example, homepage would be, I don't know, Mājas or something. Well, there's something in Latvian. All those buttons are just images. There's no need for that.
Yeah, but how can you make so that you can switch back and forth? Let's say you have 10 languages and you switch between them.
I would, well, definitely through some buttons, but I don't know. I would have to give that some extra thought.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. That's the question, because let's say you present your idea to investors and they want to sponsorship, and let's say they have 35,000 euros to give you as a startup, right? And they can ask a question. Hey, what would you do if your clients would ask for different languages? All right. So you should usually get ready for this kind of unexpected things. In this case, just will tell you shortly, briefly. Usually, so the easiest way, you can have a database or a dictionary where you have every item in your interface in different languages. All right. So depending on the language, you can run a code which will change the appearance or the texts of your interface things, like homepage. You can change that to another one. Got it?
like,
Got the
are
idea?
you thinking it in the everything in a separate solution, or everything in a single solution, like all the languages?
No, actually, let's say you can do let us say you can do a function and call it change language, yeah, which gets the language you want. Let's say you provide an argument LV, okay? So this function just goes through all the elements on your interface, all the buttons, all the things you have on your interface, and just changes their texts to Latvian language, and that's it.
Yeah, that's doable. Like, for example, with a Boolean, for example, we add a Boolean, like, I don't know, a bunch of Booleans if we have a lot
No,
of
you don't
language,
need
like,
Boolean. You just need a
no?
language. I mean, let's say if it is LV, it gets all the
Well,
LV
yeah,
words and puts them into your interface. If it is, let's say, España, then you get all the Spanish words. I don't know.
yeah,
But you got it, right? Back to English. All right. Your function just gets all, because the only thing changes is the interface. You don't change the system names of buttons or any other elements.
no, yeah, just the text for it and such.
That's it. Exactly. So this is the way you can do it easier. All right.
All right.
It looks very cool. Now, I have a question. How did you realize the history feature so fancy?
The history feature. All right, so the history was done by our team member Cassius X. It uses some HTML for that. There's a bunch of code for it. I can show it, for example. Like for the history, we have, well, basically a bunch of stuff. I'm honestly not sure completely on how he's done it. Because he kind of took the wheel on that one. So he's not at the lesson, but you can definitely ask it in our channel because you have access to it. You can ask him directly or.
Sure. But can you also delete history?
Oh yeah, like there's a button for clear history, which will clear everything.
No.
And
if you click on this small buttons. Okay. So
And
that means you have also JavaScript there.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Pretty
like
sure.
Because I think it has like that whole package of HTML CSS.
But it looks really cool.
Oh yeah.
Matt, go on with your question.
Yeah, I'll also first mention our dynamically sized address bar, which will, as you can see, it changes when it's different size. So yeah, we have that. And why Meliora? Because when we had to decide the name, then we were going for the idea of a fancy name, and Meliora is a Latin word, which meaning better or better. Basically we found a fancy name that had a nice meaning. There's not really much thought to it.
It looks like a name, really, maybe a female name.
Yeah, it sounds like a Spanish name because Spanish was like derived from Latin.
Yeah, that's true. Very cool. Very cool. Any other questions? People in the house? My feedback is okay. So my feedback is that it is cool. Now, all basic functions you have there, it works. The most important thing, my question is, now, you guys, the team, how do you feel? How do you feel when you have your own browser?
Pretty good, actually. I enjoyed the team lead part of it, but I also saw like the difference, and got more insight into what actually the team lead does, because we have, for example, Floppy who goes and does the designs. I have to give feedback on it. We have Cassius, who is an absolute titan. I have to give feedback and things like what we can have time for, what we don't. Like for me, it was a fun experience, and we are also keeping on with the browser in the future, like after this, and probably show our results in the showcase channel.
Okay.
When we have added everything we want.
Okay. And did you see that it's not only about coding?
Oh yeah, it's actually less about coding. It's more about planning, making sure everything like is there and such.
That's true. And this is in real life the same thing. So don't expect that if you know coding or if you win an Olympic game in coding, you go into development and you immediately can do things. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, no. It's work with people, work with teams, motivating them, thinking, stealing some code from internet, right?
Well, that's just for every programmer.
Yeah, but we don't say that it's stealing because you steal when you do some unauthorized action, right? If the
Oh
code
yeah,
is
it's like
open,
plagiarism. Yeah.
exactly. If the code is open, you actually have to use that. Don't rewrite codes. Why you need to rewrite codes if you have them in internet and they're ready there? And you also share your codes, right? Some ideas, and that's very fine.
Yeah, and
So
also
Matt the technician gave you 7 out of 10. Alpha
neat.
scientist 100 out of 10. So you see,
Also, like for the code that's available already, it's well, not all of it is going to be exactly what you need. So you have to like adapt it and integrate it. So it's not really just copy and pasting.
okay. So the last question here is: do downloads they work?
Uh, I no, I don't think we don't have like a download feature, but could you elaborate like what
I mean,
kind of
if you
download?
download a file, what happens?
I don't think we have a download feature. Like for example, if I right click on this image, there's no option to download.
Cool. Applauses. And so we give you really loud applauses for being the first team to present it, right? And for your job, it's a great job. Again, yeah, really, let's give applauses here. And clap. Yeah, clap your hands.
Also, a small thing, there's like our icon, which is this big one, is also here and here.
Yeah, we
Just
have
a small
noticed that.
little thing.
You have very cool, minimalistic, like fine-tuned design. Thank you, thank you, Rainy, for this kind of presentation. And let us continue with the next one. So, Alpha, are you ready or not yet, Mr. Alpha Scientist? Or we're gonna choose another one also. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's not lose time and let's go with your app. Okay, Drakan will present. Waiting. Fun fact, that icon is the 5th design. Whoa. Hello? Yes, cool. Can you make your voice like louder?
Okay, 1 sec.
Oh, yes, very good, Georg.
So is it good now?
Yes.
Nice. So we have made our own browser. It has a personal logo here.
Cool.
Yeah, so also you can change the theme on black here.
Ooh.
So it's black now, and here it's orange. So also you can, for example, search something, and you don't need to press this button. You can just press enter, and it works.
And it doesn't make that sound. Bing. Right?
Yeah. I guess it's without sound, yeah.
Cool.
So also you can add some tabs by pressing plus. So, and also we have features that here there is a name of the website you're visiting. For example, here is a web test, which we're finding in Google, and also have Google McLashna, because here is written the content of the website you're visiting. Also, we have button back and forward. You can just press and go forward or back. Also have refresh button. You can refresh website. And I guess it is all that we have. I think yes. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And can you switch back to light mode again? Like light mode, dark mode?
Yep.
Very cool. Okay.
And we have fixed the bug, so when you close the last tab, it doesn't crash. It just stop working.
Or you just close it.
It just closes, yeah. I'll.
You stopped everything. Sharing.
Yes, I'll do it again.
Okay, so here we have some questions. Wait, how did you get rid of the sound when you, in the search bar, when you write something and then you press enter key, it doesn't make sound, right?
I think yes. Yeah.
Did you do that? I mean, did you specially do something about that, or it just doesn't sound? That's it.
I think it just doesn't sound because when you
You
yeah.
are lucky. In all our machines, they like make bing, bing, bing sound.
Yeah.
Rainy Boy says that I really thought it crashed there. No. Okay. How about history? Matt the technician asks.
Actually, we didn't have time to make history, but
That's fine.
also
problem.
I wanted to add the button which teleports you at the top of the website, but I didn't really found any solution in C#. And there is really no solution. But I think I don't know why people don't make it in C#. They only do it in HTML.
What do
By
you mean?
using. No, I was searching for a solution in Google, and I found only solutions in HTML.
To what?
With this button, which you press a button and it teleportates you at the top of the website.
Oh, got it. Well, you can solve that in with different methods, I think. C# is the language which, in this case, you use C#, right? C# is a special library which allows you to use the Chromium browser engine, actually, the core, its kernel, through C#. Okay. And that's normal. So you can do that in Python, in C#, in Java, and so on. Is there an incognito mode? The question is here.
I guess you can turn on in Google this incognito mode. Like actually, we don't have a specific button to do it.
Yeah, because you don't collect any data, right?
Yeah.
You don't collect any history and so on. That's why you don't have it. So nice and sleek. Well, I don't ask you to give some ratings. If you want, you can ask to give you ratings. But I think you all have this kind of unique things. For example, here we have dark mode and light mode, right? The previous team, yes, you. Chris says that. So you basically always in incognito. Well,
Yeah.
well, yes, but what do you think? Are you always incognito or not?
Seems like yeah, because we don't have any history.
But don't you think that the Google, for example, track your search anyway?
I guess Google track search even in incognito, no?
Yeah, sure, of course. And plus, well, you are not incognito anyway because now you work through internet provider. They see all the data you transfer. They see what you actually, which sites you're visiting. They have all the lists. So I would say that incognito is almost impossible in internet. It's like very impossible thing. Honestly, we are really proud of our design. Yes, you have very minimalistic, sleek, again, design, very cool, dark and light mode thing. So, yeah, cool. Well done. And share with me, please, your feelings now. How do you feel? You have your own browser. How is that?
I guess it's an interesting experience.
But you
Have
understand that
one
this
browser.
is your browser, right?
Actually, but it doesn't it is similar to other browsers. Like there is no
Yeah.
special things.
Yes, but and now you understand it's not very easy to make something special, right? Also,
Yeah.
because there are a lot of things, but you can.
Yeah, of course.
You can. And you can, for example, I'm not kidding, someone can order you, let's say that, hey, I want my own browser with my own name on that. You can create that and sell to that client. Really, I'm not kidding. This is open source. That means you can sell it. So you can create it and sell it to your client.
I guess it will be hard to find some client who wants own browser.
You never know. Try, for example, making some website, an ad, and say that, hey, we make custom browsers for you. Simple custom browsers for you. Let's say, I don't know, 200 euros or 199 or 99 euros per browser. Yeah. And try it.
Yeah.
Why not? Maybe you'll get a client
Yeah, maybe.
and maybe 10 clients, maybe 100. The world is large. You have 7+ billion people there, right?
Yeah.
You can maybe try proposing it to school. Okay, unique, which they might like that sort of thing. Okay, that is what I want just to motivate you to do this kind of things. Very cool. Thank you, team. And let's go with the next team. That was that was Alfium, right? Then we have Tweety. I go here by just alphabet. Tweety. Tweety. Who is from Tweety? Who is from Tweety? 1 second. Oh, Freezy is from Tweety. And now Freezy will present. Oh, what is this? Search.
Hello, do you hear me?
Hello, this looks like a cosmic spaceship. Alien spaceship.
Go launch it.
Wait, what happened to my this? Wait. No, this is
It's loading. My PC kind of slow today.
okay. I just don't understand what's going on here with my. What is this? Oh, okay. I have search here. That's the problem.
We had like 2 tabs because the first that it put you on, it always glitched. We didn't found a way to fix it. So you just remove it with this, and you have the normal one. Just an easy, simple fix, kind of fix for it. We have this. What? You have a question?
No.
We have the second here. So when you like write, it like updates here and clears this one, so you can always start writing, so you don't like have to delete anything. And it takes it from like here. This text is taken from the Twitter browser address.
Yeah.
We have the buttons. I can't see them right now because the zoom's getting right here. We have the buttons. I found a way around the problem where it overlays the blue thing, like overlays the background image. We just add another image, but then it like sometimes messes up the image. It like squishes it again.
That's what you asked about, right?
Yes.
But now it works fine, I think, no?
Yeah, except it gets smaller, but that's really not that big of a deal. At least I think so.
Smaller. I mean, I thought that this is feature.
I tried to make it so it doesn't get smaller, but I really couldn't. I tried for about a day, just on the buttons.
You know
Every
the
button has-
joke, the programmer's joke, like if you have something which doesn't work as expected or as per specification, you say that this is not a bug, this is a feature.
Yeah, you could say that. The buttons, these buttons are made by Matt the technician and the logo too. He
Oh.
did a really good job.
And now I understand why you are the technician, because you have very technical icons here.
Yeah,
They
so
look really
we
fancy.
have the back and forward, we have the reload button, add tab, remove tab, and for extra button space, I will show that off later.
Oh, well,
We have like, you have to write www, HTTPS and the domain. So, or it does a Google search, like, look, it will always do that. You can't just write, you like have to write those two things together
got it.
for it.
But it doesn't go
Buttons work
to
fine.
doesn't go to website in that case, but that's fixable thing. That's fixable. So any other features like history or
History, we didn't have a homepage we had made, but it was made by Chris. But we haven't added it because Chris's PC got in a blue screen loop and he had to re-download Windows and everything was gone.
blue screen of death, it's called.
I know.
BOD.
Yeah. I will now show up. We have dark mode. Like kind of dark mode. Every button like gets inverted colors.
Wait, what is that? Yeah, that's very interesting. What do you have in the bottom? You have
Like this.
Yeah.
You can set a custom color with these, like hold it for a bit and find your color what you want.
Oh.
With the RGB system.
I mean, for the interface, right?
Yes. So you can, for example, and if you want to reset this menu, just push the reset button. If you want to reset the color, just push this and it will reset it to default. If you want to hide it, push it again. And it here shows the name of the color that you have, like, for example. Just some custom features.
Rainy Boy comments, I recognize that color mixer. Yeah, by the way, we started with that, I think.
Then we have like three links like Datorium. You push it and it takes you to the Datorium website. So it's like Google when you have on the top under the search bar, when you like can add like links, but you only here you can add it with the backend side.
Yeah.
Or it like doesn't work, like for YouTube here or Google. You have the reload button when it's mostly Google doesn't work here. It like works a little better.
When you have a prototype, you will have their bugs, and that is normal. Everyone understands that this is a prototype. Oh, Tweety logo. Whoa, that's like, whew. For me, this is something alien spaceship thing. For me, but it looks really interesting. Touristic, I would say. Cool.
That I think is all that we have added, if I'm correct. Yeah, you can, the tabs, like they work fine. You can like add a gazillion.
Wait, what is this hamburger, like 3 dots menu?
The hamburger? What?
Yeah.
You mean
the 3 dots menu. You see to the right, yeah.
It's like the drop-down menu, so you can like see it hides these buttons and the links. So
can you demonstrate that? It does something or not? Not yet.
Yeah. See, I push it. It shows it, hides it. Do you see it?
One more time. Oh, what is? Yeah, in the bottom. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically just a panel that you like enable and disable and make it invisible.
Like hide and show, right?
Yes.
Cool.
And you have like the names with buttons under them. So I think that like it's a pretty good one because some people like might not understand what it like means. Yeah, that's basically everything.
Very cool. Very cool. I like your idea. I like your this abstract things like shapes, and so your unique feature is hiding and adding, so you can adjust your interface color, which is also cool. You can also make it, let's say, random, like depending on time or whatever. So you can actually work on that.
I have one more thing to say.
Yeah.
We have the download feature. It kind of works, but kind of doesn't. Because when you try to first, it only kind of works on the first app that for me is glitched always. And when it works, it opens the file explorer, but then it shows an error and just crashes.
And what is the
Didn't
glitch?
find a way to fix it.
All right. So that means that if you download a file,
I can show it off if you want.
yeah, you can show me.
Yeah, I just need to like restart the browser.
Okay, you have resources embedded. That's also cool. That means everything is embedded.
Like I want to download like OBS. I will, for example, because I tested it mostly on OBS and Discord.
Good.
Because it was the easiest.
OBS.
Like here, when you press it, it like opens. It should open it. Yeah, see. And that crash.
And why is the crash?
I don't know. We couldn't make. I couldn't fix it. Chris couldn't. We tried.
Okay. But you need then to, first of all, to avoid crashes, you use try catch, right?
Yes, I know. I use it in the color mixer, the thingy where you can like choose your own color.
Yeah, it's better to use try catch. And when you catch, you can catch the, today, by the way, we will do one important thing, how to write down, how to just write the file into your file system using C# in this case. And you can catch those error codes. Okay, so your browser will continue running, but you can catch your errors and write into a log file. And that's very cool. You can then, you understand, right? Analyze them. So when, at which moment, what is going on there. So place your ratings of the browser below, Matt the technician asks. Okay. If you want, you can place your ratings. I rate all of your works 10 out of 10. Why? Because I have seen activity. Yeah, I have seen that you were doing things, and that is the most important.
We use the server We use the server the server that you like created the part that we in Discord. Yeah. Mostly communicate like pictures and those things, but mostly we communicated in private messages for easier to get together everyone.
Yeah, you can also make the server to your own server to do that. But we thought that it helps because people start using this also. I mean, these channels. Yeah, for example, we have one team now preparing for the hackathon, and we also support them. And they are really doing, they are doing very complex application here. It's like a web application using the JavaScript libraries, in this case, React and so on. Okay, very good. Well done. Thank you for your presentation. And I give you virtual applauses and also real ones. And you see the reaction from the audience.
I wanted to say something.
Yeah,
sure. I really wanted to thank Chris and Matt. They really did a really good job. And others too.
Very cool. I think you definitely need to get achievements in the server for doing this browsers. Okay. And probably I can think about hosting this presentation as a blog so that other people see what have you made, right? It's like I can put this video into YouTube, and you guys, if you just want to review that, that will be very cool, actually. I didn't plan that, but now I think that it could be very good for community to see how teams work and what kind of things they